For anyone who has a GTO 04 to 06 knows that the bumper brackets right here. So you've got, I'm gonna put this up real quick because I don't need it. You've got these little clips here that hold on this side of the bumper, right? And unfortunately, these mounting clips on this side, as you can see on mine, snap off. And there's no direct replacement because these are pretty much like hot staple glued onto the bumper. You can see here and here and here. So I have read up on the forums that there was a gentleman that actually made a bracket that mounted on this back side here. He has gone a little absent on the forums, so I'm going to do my best to manufacture one of my own. So I've got this little piece of 1/16. This is aluminum flat bar. I wanted aluminum just because I'm in Florida and it rains pretty much every single day, so it's a little corrosive, so I'm going with a softer but a little bit more resistant to corrosion metal here. So I'm gonna figure something out, and then I will get back with you probably on the other side once I kind of figure out what to do on this side, and that way I can actually give you maybe some directions on how to get the bumper sag disappeared. So I'll be back. I've got the driver's side one on and mounted, and it's pretty simple, honestly. So we're gonna go over to here. So we've got our broken bumper bracket right here. So we are going to put our little piece of flat bar about where this will stop, so right there. And then we are going to mark right here. Now we have our mark, so right in between those 2 points right there. I don't have like a flat bar bender or a bender of any sort, so I'm using what I have, which is just going to be a pair of pliers and a hammer on an edge of my toolbox. So it's not going to be the most perfect of bend, which is why I'm giving myself some leeway, like a little bit of space there. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get, because it's not straight 90, it's like canted this way. So I'm going to try to get that angle by probably putting a piece of bar here and get that intersecting angle. So let's try that. I did mess up on this one. I bent it the wrong angle and then tried to twist it back, which made this hump here, and it made it so that way it wouldn't really sit in that corner because of that little hump there, which then made it not sit flat because there's a hook on the actual car that grabs here. So if it's not flush, as you can kind of see there, I'm assuming that it'll have a hard time grabbing. So here's my new one. Here's the gist of what it looks like. So just to kind of give you an idea. Right, and then this sits in here. And see how it's flush? Right here is where it matters. So like down here, obviously there's gonna be a screw grabbing here, but sits flush. And I twisted this side because again, it's not, I don't know how to explain that. Like it's not just 90-degree angles. So we are then going to mark out where I need to make this cutout. Where did my Sharpie go? Oh, hiding from me. So we are going to, so we marked where we need to cut our hole, which we're actually going to be cutting I don't know how to do this one-handed, hold on. So we're actually going to be cutting like completely down on each side, because obviously well, I guess not obviously, but the hook grabs it from this angle, not from this angle. So, kind of give you an idea. Oy, my back. Here is that hook, right? So then this is going to be faced. So this is going to be faced like so, I believe. Yes. So when this goes in, it's going to go boop. And you're gonna, granted this is a little thicker than the plastic, but it'll push in like that, and that's what's going to hold on to our new bumper bracket. That is how it sits, I'm pretty sure. Unless I am mistaken. Am I mistaken? Hold on. Okay, so no, I was not mistaken. I just went back over there. But it will sit like so. This side's gonna be kind of tilted in just a little bit more, but you'll kind of see how it hooks, is it actually grabs from, I guess, like the opposite side, so not, it doesn't grab onto anything on this side, it grabs onto this side here. But that should be quite perfect once, and then this will prevent it from scooching over, which is where the bumper gap comes from, is because of this broken piece here. So let's get the hole here, grind it out. I'm not drilling this part, and then I'm going to drill 2 holes on each side and then screw those 2 holes through the bumper, and then we can probably throw the bumper right on, hopefully. Well, I've got this one in, and I guess that's what I get for using Home Depot brand stainless screws. It broke off and is now a stud. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm just gonna leave it like that. It's not moving. I've got all the other ones in. This one's kind of, it's through both sides. This one's just never coming out. I'll probably just put another one right next to it, which is what I'm gonna do right now, actually, just for good measure. I've got the passenger side on, and it is looking great. Don't mind this. That was from a different incident, but it's nice and flush, no huge gap. But I did not put on this other side for a reason. So what I did not take into account was, see if I can get you a good angle here on, hold on. So you see here how there's still a piece of the old bracket. So from like here to up here, see if you can kind of get a piece of light there. So this portion is obviously thicker because it's got 2 pieces of, I guess, bracket now. So you've got old bracket and then new bracket on the back side, and kind of the same up here. So you've got old bracket with new bracket, so it's double the thickness. Well, on the other side, I took a knife and I had to pretty much have this little almost like retainer portion. So I'd halved this, and then I had to have this part here as well, and then I did have to shave off, so I'd say, I don't know what that measurement would be, but not a ton. So kind of like right where the top of my fingernail is, I had to shave that up. So I don't know, 1/16 of an inch maybe a smidge less, smidge more, because obviously there's 2, there's old bracket. This is not there, hold on. There's, old bracket with new bracket, so it's double the thickness, so you have to compensate, which I'm sure everyone here is pretty good at doing, by smoothing out some of the bracket here. So let's get this part on, and hopefully it should be all nice and new looking-ish, kinda. All right, so we have the bumper back on. It is real nice. You can see here, that little side isn't flaring out like it always would be. And then over here, you know, the side is not flaring out like it always would be. It is nice and flush, right? And honestly, it made the bumper really, really sturdy, because whereas before and these tabs were broken, I mean, granted, obviously this would be popped out, but it also made the bumper, I mean, it made like the whole bumper loose, because obviously there was really only the top screws that are right underneath here, and then like the side pieces. So I mean, like, there was a lot of play, because these really weren't, I mean, they weren't holding on to anything. But now, I mean, there's a little bit of wiggle, but it's not as much as there was before, so that's nice. However, I do know that the lady who owned this car before me, well before there was a supercharger in it, she drove a little bit by braille, which means she tapped a lot of things. Like the hood is all banged up. This was cracked when I first got it because she had slid the car underneath a semi-trailer. So I know that there's some type of rail where, you know, there's some bendage, right? Like there's not really a gap here, and then over here, I mean, I can put my whole pointer finger in there, which does unfortunately leave a wee little gap over here, but I'm not too concerned. That really, it fixed the flying bumper wings. Granted, it's got a little bit of a gap, but I'm only going to be the one to notice that for the most part, and I'm happy with it. So for a $15, maybe $20 fix and some at-home tools, the bumper is super sturdy again, and I mean, just overall a much better fitment now, because there's actually some supports on either side of the bumper. If this helped you out, you know, drop a like, maybe a comment if it helped you out, maybe a subscribe. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this helped you.